A lot of folks have been asking me if they should buy NASCAR 25. And to be totally honest with you, I don't know how to answer them because it feels kind of weird that I would be telling you how to spend your money. I guess they want to know from my experience what I have felt playing the game for the last week, if I think it is worth the $60 or $80 price tag. So I'm going to walk you through what I've enjoyed about the game, what I haven't enjoyed over 1 week of playing it. I'd also like to mention that I bought my copy. I bought it myself, so I don't feel any allegiance to sugarcoat anything. I'm gonna tell it exactly like it is, how I feel about NASCAR 25. I found it super interesting how people either love the game, from what I've seen, or hate it. There's not much in between. You're either on one side or the other. It's been super polarizing this past week. I've seen it said that if you enjoy the game, by folks that are saying it's not good, if you enjoy it, that you're lying. That you're telling a big fat fib to everyone. That this game is not good and so on and so forth. Which I find absolutely ridiculous because the stuff that's so bad about it is small things. Smaller details about it that I believe could easily be fixed into the future. Let's start with the positives. Career mode, we haven't had a career mode like this in 20 years. I think the last really, really good game was NASCAR 15. I thoroughly enjoy NASCAR 15, the physics of it, the career mode, just everything about it. It is a lot of fun, but the career mode on it is not as in-depth as this one is. I have enjoyed being able to hire people, fire people, you have community events going on, you have to build your race car, you have to buy new parts for the race car. Like, there's stuff here that we haven't seen in a really long time, and as someone that grew up playing the NASCAR games of the early 2000s, it's been missed. It's been sorely missed. I'm very happy to see so many of these functions being brought back. I've also really enjoyed the new handling physics that the game has. Something totally different, something all its own. They really created something that I don't feel like, not in recent memory, have played on another NASCAR game. The way the car drifts through the corners, certain tracks like Rockingham, I love Rockingham. You can hustle the corners so much, you can send the car so deep and the banking catches you, and trying to rotate them, like keep the power down. It is a ton of fun, but there are so many different tracks, they all handle differently. You've got to learn each individual track on its own, how to be quick there. Racing without any of the driving aids on, I've enjoyed the challenge. Something to learn that's gonna take me a while to figure out. And I think there's like a lot of growing pains going on right now because I see a lot of people online attempting to race, I think like they're still on NASCAR Heat. Like they're racing NASCAR Heat 5 online. And the car just does not, it's something different. You can't race it the same way as previous NASCAR games. And it's not really forgiving. Like, it's tough, it's a challenge. Like I'm saying, you can step over that line, much like what you see currently in real life NASCAR with the next gen car. You push too far over the line, you're going around. You're hitting the wall. And if you hit the wall now, it slows you down so bad. It is such a negative, such a detriment to your race. You don't want to hit the wall. I'll say graphically, NASCAR gaming has never looked better. Every single track, they're laser scanned from the iRacing sim, so it all makes sense. It's going to be graphically quite beautiful. But I just find myself getting lost in like how realistic it can look at times. I'm gonna get back to realism in a moment. One last thing I want to mention that I really love about it is the customization of all the settings. How you can make the AI, not completely, because some tracks like Daytona and Talladega, the AI are a bit too easy to beat, but at a lot of the tracks, these sliders that you can work with, how frequently the AI is spinning out, causing their accidents, their tire wear, their fuel use, their consistency, how often they're putting up their fast laps. It's a lot of fun to like tinker around with and try to find a sweet spot that works for you. I originally thought it was gonna be more annoying to constantly have to go into the settings and mix and match, but I've come to kind of like have fun with it, trying different settings each race and seeing what works the best for me, what I enjoy the most. It's just nice to have that sort of customization at my fingertips, that I can pick and choose the race experience that I want to have at a lot of the tracks. Touching back on realism, the crashing physics are not realistic at all. And to be honest with you, I've been pretty let down by them. I do not enjoy the wrecking in this game whatsoever. You would expect some good crashing in a NASCAR game. I cannot say that this game has it at all. On my channel, I do this oncoming traffic series. I've always said for as long as I've been doing videos on this channel, you can learn a lot about a game by its crashing. The AI just doesn't really wreck well. You run into them head on and they don't really do a whole heck of a lot. The cars don't get airborne like I feel they should. They seem a bit too heavy. When they are able to blow over, it looks realistic. The rollover does look realistic, but getting them to that point is damn near impossible. Now put that to the side. You wreck on track. You cause some sort of pileup. The AI crashes. They have their spinouts. They blow out tires, whatever. They hit the wall. The caution comes out. They're able to hang on to their track position like the accident never happened. The crash damage doesn't affect them whatsoever. The game doesn't have DNFs, which it really should. The AI that start the race are running at the end of the race, no matter how many times they wreck. The online gameplay, of course, is a cesspool of at the moment. It's not really going super well, but like I said before, I think a lot of people are treating it like NASCAR 85 and are trying to learn this new handling style of the game. So it's just gonna take time. Believe that the online could get better. There are some things about it, like the ghosting features. There are some things that do help with trolling, but I would love to see lap down cars go invisible entirely. That's one thing that I think could go a long way with the online gameplay. Again, another update hopefully in the future. Something a lot of people are upset about. I personally don't mind it too much because I'm not big into the paint booth. The paint booth, it's NASCAR Heat-like. It's got a bit more customization to it. I've seen some very nice schemes. It's not fully customizable, and that's what has a lot of people upset, but I see a lot of people getting creative with it. So it's more for you to decide if that's something that you really, really want to be able to do. You still have to use the templates. Though there are a lot of templates, you still have to use them when designing your schemes. Sure, something that is going to steer a lot of people away is the loss of split screen. I was thinking about this before I hit record on the video. Single player, unless you just really want to perfect a setup at a racetrack, at a certain racetrack, I don't see much of a use for single player. You have your championship mode, season, you have your career mode, and then you have online. I think those are mostly what you would play. You do have the single player option just to run one-off races, but why? Like, just run a season, go and like contend for a championship, do the career mode, work your way through that, race online with friends. I don't see much reason to play single player, and even more so because you don't have a split screen option to race with people in your own room. I know growing up, I used to race with my dad all the time on split screen, and it was, I mean, that's like something that I cherish, you know, that I will always remember doing with him, running those races. So hopefully, I don't see it being added to this game, but maybe in future installments, they can bring that back, because I do feel like that's an important part of gaming. You play games a lot of the times, have fun with your friends, whether that's online or if you're there in person. I still do think that there's a need to have split screen option. Favorite track, definitely above all else, Rockingham. It has so many grooves you can run. You can hustle these corners. A lot of these banked tracks, these intermediates, they have the multi-groove. You can pick and choose where you want to run and find speed there. It's a lot of fun. But what I do not enjoy are the road courses. Practically any of them. The corner cutting penalties are atrocious. You barely put a tire off and you're getting halted. You're coming to a full stop. You can't move for 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds until the game releases you. And when that happens, AI just parks it behind you. They don't try to find a way around you. They're not particularly intelligent. They race well, but when it comes to avoiding you parked or avoiding a crash, the AI is pretty stupid. I've also clipped a number of curbs, and they seem so much slipperier. I don't know if that's a word. So much more slippery than they need to be. I should not be getting spun out on them. They race on them in real life. I should be able to race on them in the game. This game is not perfect, but there is so much room for improvement in my eyes. With some small, simple updates to the game, they could really have a barn burner here. I personally would rate it a 7.5 out of 10 right now. I'm trying to picture myself not a YouTuber, not playing games for a living, removing myself from this situation. Would I buy the game? Asking myself, would I buy it? And I believe the answer is yes. From everything that I've seen from everybody else, I would buy it. I would give it a shot. And I think I would be having a lot of fun with it right now. Always just loved a career mode that you can really sink your teeth into and spend a lot of time working on. We're making the car better, making you run better, hiring people, doing these events, keeping track of statistics. It does all of that. I think that the main reason to buy this game is the career mode, and then also just giving yourself a challenge to learn something new with the handling. So if you want to know my opinion, I would buy the game, yes. But again, it's your money. You make that decision how you see fit. I guess that's going to do it. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was in some way insightful, in some way helpful. And I'll see you in the next video that I do.